ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome to what is probably going to be a hot take for some of you folks out there. Most of you will absolutely have things to say, but I couldn't help noticing over the last, I'm going to say 6 months at least, more so the last 3 months, that anytime anybody has a problem with one of these new knockoff retro clones, as they want to call them, I call them cheap Chinese knockoffs, has a problem with the new shiny game that they're playing, they always break out this for advice, for help, to see how they did it and see if maybe this doesn't have a better way to do the thing, the rule, the ruling, or what have you. I'd never part with mine, but as a matter of fact, I'm looking for a couple more copies. So if you're done with yours, let me know. I'll happily take them off your hands, because you don't need it. You're playing whatever, you don't need to deal with this tired old thing. You don't need one of these, right? The new game does it better. None of that high Gygaxian for you, which we all know is horse shit, because deep down we know that this was one of the most important books to ever come out when it comes to role-playing games. People use it for every game from, Rune Quest to Vampire the Masquerade. They're still pulling this one out, looking for advice. Not like it's the holy, writ or anything like that, but it was really the first concise compilation of the most and earliest rules and rulings that were ever thought up. The white box, that was the infancy of the hobby, and really still mostly mired in wargaming, and I'm doing a video on that probably next week, so I don't want to go too much into white box, but 1E, which a lot of folks, not fans. They preferred, other editions of D&D, but this one was really, the granddaddy of them all, the absolute beginning. And still, I mean, I've looked at other referee manuals, and I'm hoping to God that when Arduin Bloody Arduin get into their what they're going to put into their DMG, they take as much or emulate as much from this book as possible, because other than the one other book that I talk about, which I'm not going to talk about here because it doesn't pertain. I mean, it does. Okay, I'll just say it. The Top Secret SI, or Second Edition Administrator's Guide, has all of the talking points we blah, 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 about all the damn time before anybody else. It's the earliest book that has all of the role play do's and don'ts. Seth Gorkowski, in one book, everything he's ever done was in that book, and you can pick it up for pennies. It's also free on the interwebs out there somewhere. I know I've seen a couple of places you can get it, Scribd and elsewhere, and if you want to be a better role player, that really should be in your collection, as well as a better GM. But when it comes to like the rulings, the mechanics, how you do the things, not how you portray the things, but how you do the things, how you handle combat and reactions, why you do the things you do as opposed to how you do the things you do, this is still going to be it. It's there's no end to its uses. And while I was talking to OGGM this morning, and while Villains and Vigilantes is my absolute go-to desert island, if I could only play one game for the rest of my life, it would be that. Or if I could only own one book, like I was in jail or something, I could only have one book, and I was only allowed 50 pages. Well, the 47 pages of Villains and Vigilantes, plus the little cardboard sheet that it came with, would top me off, and it would be all I need. But If I wanted a little bit more, if I could have another one, this would be the second book that would be in my bug out bag. Fortunately, I have 3 or 4 copies of this, but I am still looking for a couple more because this one is in such nice shape. I don't even like opening it up. It's damn near perfect condition, front and back, etc. And it won't be the copy that Jackie gets to take with him. He'll be taking a drive-through reprint when he goes off to college or university or whatever. If he needs a book, that'll be the one he gets. And thanks again, Drive-Through, for letting me buy stuff from you. I would have picked up something this morning, OG's Vigilantes for Shadow Dark, but it's only available in PDF, and I don't do PDFs. I'm not paying money for something I can get for free. No offense, but that's just the way I am. But back to the DMG, in addition to it having all the cool advice, it's also chock full of some of the best random generators you'll ever need when it comes to, let's go all the way, because that part takes up, let's go right to the beginning, which starts on page 169, appendixes A, random dungeon generator. Everything you need to generate a random dungeon is here, including the details and all the little bells and whistles, and then it goes into, of course, the monsters, random, not just dungeon encounters, but it's also got the outdoor encounters, wilderness, if you will. The fabulous city adventure random table of city folk. Just going to leave it right there without going any further. Water encounters, if you're on the ocean, which everybody's terrified of. Then generating. It calls it generating creatures from the lower planes, but you can literally use it to make any kind of random monster you want, and it covers it all. And then it's got like a mini monster manual in it. It's got all the stats for all the creatures in the monster manual, all your basic, monster size, THACO, which wasn't even in the monster manual. Fantastic, right? Armor class, hit dice, number of attacks, damage per attack, special attack, special defense, intelligence, and XP value. Also not in the freaking monster manual. Gambling, if you want to do a little bit of that. Random traps, random tricks, so you can mess with your players' minds. Furnishings for any and everything you could possibly need. Appendix, special herbs, spices, medicinal vegetables, describing magical substances, which I have never used, but if you needed it. Conjured animals from all of the spells in the player's handbook. And then finally, Appendix N, inspirational and educational reading, which, we're going to be starting, what did I say, July 30th, we'll be reading Gilgamesh. Appendix O, encumbrance of standard items. Wow. Creating the party on the spur of the moment. For, generating random, player or NPCs. And then finally, an actual glossary, which most games don't include anymore. And then, of course, the afterword, which, really should be the forward of the game, but I get it. And then all of the tables and charts, for some of the things that you might need, height and weight, random language, stuff for characters, encumbrance again, things like that. All of the morale and reaction rolls, all finish this off to make this still the most comprehensive, best written and best designed book of its era, and which everything else tries to emulate. And coming at me saying, well, this book does it better. Well, yeah, because it's standing on the shoulders of the original giant, or in this case, the original free. That's what I've got for you guys this morning. I hope you guys will stick around for second breakfast, because I can already predict who will want to come in and give me what for about this video. But you know what are friends for, right? I hope to see you guys in the morning. Second breakfast. Love you guys. Until then, I guess I will see you in the funny papers.